This is a special edition of the Daily Drum. I am talking today with the Reverend Dr. Jamal Bryant of New Birth Missionary Baptist Church in Atlanta and key organizer of the 40-day Target Fast, now the Target Boycott. Reverend Bryant, thank you so much for joining this conversation. I appreciate your time, sir.
No, honored to be with you.
Sure thing. I want to talk to you about last night's town hall and what you're calling for to extend this full-on boycott of Target. You said during your Easter service that, in your own words, we ain't going back. Why extend the boycott? You did meet with the CEO of Target, did you not?
Yes, we had an initial meeting on Wednesday. We had 4 asks. The first was that they would honor the pledge of $2 billion to Black businesses, and they have agreed to do that by the end of July. The second ask was to adopt 6 business programs at HBCUs. That still has not been completed. The third is that they would deposit $250 million into Black banks so that entrepreneurs could have access to capital. That hasn't been completed. The fourth is a visitation of reimagining what DEI would look like under a Trump-Musk administration, and that has not been met. And so 1 out of 4 is not good enough. So we're staying out until we can find common ground.
How would you say you were received during that meeting?
Very warmly. It was a great constructive meeting is what Reverend Sharpton characterized it as. It was a good beginning, but mind you, it was just Wednesday when the deadline was Sunday. So we had a whole lot of ground to cover in just a 2-hour window. So the window is still open for us to still begin a conversation and dialogue.
Did he talk specifically about why they pulled back on DEI? And I know there's been a lot of talk around that issue, not just with Target, but several corporate entities. But did he talk specifically about that?
No, but I think the answer, Harold, is that 24 hours ago, he was at the White House having a private meeting with President Trump just hours before our scheduled town hall meeting. So I would say that would give clear indication and evidence.
Is there a time frame for a new meeting?
We're still trying to figure that out with our team and with his team, and should know something within the next 72 hours.
As you mentioned, Reverend Sharpton at the National Action Network conference a couple of weeks ago said that the meeting was constructive.
Yes.
I guess my question is, with a constructive meeting with Reverend Sharpton, where you are right now, there are other kind of organic boycotts of Target. How is that going to work?
Yes. So number one, I was in that meeting with Reverend, but what we are pulling together is a national committee that says these are the only people that Target should be working with and negotiating with. Included in that is Tamika Mallory and the Honorable Nina Turner. We'll have a full, complete list by the end of this week.
Are you concerned, since Target is saying that they've lost some 10% of profits since the initial boycott, the 40-day boycott? Are you concerned about collateral damage of Black people possibly losing their jobs or cutting back on hours? Those Black students that may be working on the weekends or during the summer, or retirees.
I think Target should share that same level. They've lost over $4 billion in valuation. Their stock, when we started the fast, was at $145 a share. As of yesterday, it's at $93 a share. So yes, they should be concerned. As a consequence, our church, New Birth Baptist Church in Atlanta, is having a job fair tomorrow for those who are adversely impacted, both for target workers and for those who have federal jobs who have been retrenched. So we're doing all that we can to try to minimize adverse impact of those in our community.
I guess my final question for you is, prior to this, prior to the new administration coming in, and even now, as you well know, Black folks love Target. They like shopping there. And there are some who have honored the boycott. There are some who, no matter what happens going forward, may never go back.
Yes.
But then there are some who, how they may not know, I don't know, but there are some who don't know or who may know, but still are going to go. How do you convince them to join this movement? Or
there's never been a movement of 100% participation. The reality is that their foot traffic at Target is down by 7.9%. Their online sales have dropped by 8.3%. And so little becomes much by virtue of the fact that the president and CEO is willing to meet, not an underling, not a C-suite representative, but he himself. And so I'm just appreciative of the strides that we have made, even without having 100% participation. There's never been a movement of Black people where everybody was doing it. Every Black man didn't go to the Million Man March. But when you have a consensus, I think it makes an impact.
Final thing, call to action. What do you want people to know about where you want them to be regarding Target or any other organization? Do you believe that there are other big businesses that may be considered as the target of a boycott if they do not support DEI?
Yeah, there's a long list. Target is the first. It is not the only, and nor will it be the last. But we thought it prudent that we would just focus on one company at a time. And once we cross this bridge, then we'll go on to the next one.
Reverend Jamal Bryant, thank you so much for your time, sir. We will continue to watch and be in touch.
I'm grateful. Thank you for giving me space.
Sure thing.